what made you choose to become a music professor?
I had great role models as a high school player and singer, and that happened as a collegiate student as well. So they really encouraged me to continue to do this.
Who inspires you to do your work?
I think I'm inspired every day by the students that I have. I'm really blessed to have great students, and they're passionate, and they make me even more passionate about what I do.
Identify one obstacle you have had to overcome.
Well, I think an obstacle that we all have is scheduling here, because this is a great academic institution, and I think we in the arts would just like to have our students do only arts. And so, you know, there's another side of campus, biology, mathematics, and things like that. And because we are a liberal arts institution, our degree encompasses all of those classes as well. So we have labs that run into rehearsal time, and we have rehearsal time that runs into labs. So we have to just manufacture schedules that encompass all of that. But in the end, our students, I think, are so well-rounded that it's not at all hard for our students to get jobs.
How does storytelling manifest itself in your work?
I think storytelling is an age-old way of teaching. And I think the best teachers are the best storytellers. I mean, it's not entertainment, but I think the oral tradition, as well as the oral tradition has been passed down from generation to generation. So most people like to hear a story and learn from that rather than read a book or even be given designs or graphics to learn from. And you know, I learned stories from my grandparents about my heritage. And I think if we talk about Bach or Beethoven, stylistic music, we have to know the stories that they told and stories about their heritage to understand the style of music that we're teaching.
How did you end up at UW La Crosse?
Well, it was 22 years ago that I actually applied and auditioned at several schools, and I had to choose between a school in St. Paul and here. And what it came down to really was the fact that my girls were getting an education either in a city school or a relatively small community like La Crosse. And it also came down to real estate. I could sell my house where I was it more expensive to live in La Crosse or St. Paul? And I knew the choir directors here, and I told the realtor, I want my girls in this school district, and so we ended up here.
What advice would you give to a young aspiring musician?
I would say if you love music, you're going to have to work at it to be a professional, a teacher, or a performer. And love means digging deep into music. And you're going to have to know how to analyze. You're going to have to know how to learn about style. You're going to have to dig deeper than you probably want to into music, but that's the way it is, and you're going to have to assimilate all kinds of different aspects of music to be a performer and a teacher. So love music, work hard, and then it will be a whole part of you, and you'll walk and live and eat and sleep music. And when you get a degree in music, that's what it's all about.
What is a random fact that most people do not know about you?
I am a New York Yankee fan from the beginning, and I love the New York Yankees when they went through a bad period in the 60s and 70s, and people say they buy championships. That's not true. I got to meet Roger Maris when I was a little kid, and I'm a New York Yankee fan today, and you should see my office at home. It's full of Yankee replicas and autographs and things like that. So my students know I'm a Yankee fan. Every year for Christmas I get new autographs and things like that. So if I could, I think I would be a journalist, probably a sports journalist. But yeah, and baseball and music actually go together well.